Morning, Matt here. Today's video, well, this is out here, which means AX is back, baby. So let's talk about it. And, well, let me show you the cage. If you've seen my last video, last non-rally related. That's pretty hard to say. Last non-rally related video, then you know that I'm preparing for a race which is in less than 2 weeks. And yeah, that window is out because I didn't like it. I do have 2 options now, but yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure which will manage to get running, but that's coming in the next video. For now, I'll show you this. But before that, I'll show you what we did while the car wasn't here. Here we have a before. It's as dirty as they get. Now this is still not done. I have to wait for it to dry out, but it does look way better. I do have to, it's rusty on the bottom here. To take this off, paint it all black. And then this will be done. But until this dries out, I'll also need to clean up and paint this. This is the mount, this is the other mount. And you can see what will be going on here. Still want to put this into here and before that paint this, so let's switch to that. Let's first cut this out. All right, I've knocked this out. There. A bit of a cut to relieve it, and it went. This was probably the easiest I've ever had this removed. Now let's get this cleaned up, paint it, and then we'll put the new one in. Actually, yeah, it's a good size, so clean it, paint it, new one in. I hate paint. It's basically as good as it gets. Smooth, uniform, same paint can, not the same brand, same paint can. And look what's going on here. I don't know why this is happening. I don't care that much about this one because that's the lower one, which will not be seen. Oh, and yeah, I've pressed it in with fingers, with hands. I mean, no need to use any tools. It goes in easily, even though I didn't align the holes, but didn't think about it at the time. I mean, again, there are imperfections because I'm painting both sides, so there's a bunch of dust, but it's good. This one, on the other hand, is annoying the fuck out of me because it's not drying at all, and it's like very, very bad. So I don't know, I'll wait for it to dry out and I'll do it again because this one can be seen and it's annoying when it's ugly like that. Basically the same paint can. I don't know why. This one also has the same type of pitching. I don't know if you can see these. Yes, you can. These dots. I mean, if you know what's happening, please let me know down in the comments. But as you can see, the finish, everything was like this. Had a nice finish. And when once it dried out, this happened. This popped out. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. But yeah, whatever. For now it will be okay. It's protected, it won't rust anymore. So let's bolt it on. And this is it. This gearbox is now ready to go on the car. Not perfect, but way, way better. And it always feels good to bolt in a go fast bit. Not just cleaning and repairing. So yeah, ready to go on the car. Let's switch our attention to the engine tomorrow. Now it's time to switch the attention to the engine, and I was actually thinking about just throwing this in, sorting out a few oil leaks. I'll show you about that, and just showing it in the car. But no, I mean, I'm not sure about this head gasket. Can this be an oil leak from a head gasket? Maybe, I don't know. What we'll do now is lift the head. I mean, head gasket is like 20 euros or something, so I will disassemble everything. Everything goes off, then we'll clean it up and put it back together. Also, because this modified engine from a C3, so it has it had a oil filter housing here. I need to plug this hole. I need to figure out how to plug this hole. But for now, as I said, let's take everything apart. Thermostat, everything here. Well, everything I'll take off. And then I'll show you the state of the engine once I pull the head. I made a good call. It was leaking here, and also still can't believe it took me less than half an hour to take all of this apart, but whatever. Very simple engine, and that's why we are building this engine, because, well, it's a very simple engine. Yeah, trash. A bit of room for bigger valves, around 1 millimeter each side, maybe even 2. That's good, especially intake. Need to check the specs. I need to see what can be done. I mean, I don't need to do that. I'm not chasing power. What are you doing, you moron? I knew this would happen, but whatever. Let's just get on with building this shit. Oh, and it does have a lot of meat to grind down. So this hole here is what we would aim to, like, not see anymore. That's how much we will grind it down to get the compression ratio up. Again, no need for more power. Why? This is all, like, beautiful. You can actually see the hone a bit still, hone marks, so it's good. Pistons are good. No direct injection in this engine, so pretty clean. Just a bit of scrap on the top here, and they are perfect. So we'll just cover this up, and bottom part is smoothly done. I need to clean it from the outside, but I can easily do that once I don't know. At one point I will do it. Oh, I still need to tap this hole and put something inside. Actually, before that, I have a problem with this, which is rust down here, and I don't actually need this part. I don't know what it is, but what I do need is to remove it and have this painted. When I say have, I mean paint it myself. But for now, let's take an angle grinder and try to get this off without damaging the sump. This is now quite a big problem. I mean, there was a leak. It was always, I mean, most of the oil was gone through a leak I could not find. And I guess this was it. You can see this is already rusted through. So either find a new sump or cut this piece out and weld a new piece in. Guess which I'll do.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
Sump is €33. Not that expensive. Also, I have this figured out now. I can still cut the head of the screw if I want, but for now I don't mind it. It looks good. It is poking a bit, but nothing too much. I mean, it's not like I'll ever take it out, but I don't know if you can see inside. I think you can. Right there. It gets out of the way. I mean, it's and the point is, it's all, how do you say, I am missing a word.
You went full retard, man.
There's no lip or anything here, either way, so it's good. And the thing you see here is JB Welds, so if this leaks, then I don't know. Next up, we need to clean this, and then painting this. I really hate cleaning this shit because it's dirty, greasy, and needs to dry out now so I can clean it some more. But the fact that it will be painted soon is like, I mean, this is like fixing the car, which all the car guys hate, and painting it, it's like, well, like putting go fast car bits on it, so it's a good thing. Let's get the good thing. I just literally dropped it in paint. I used almost full can right now. Actually, I did do it twice, so But yeah, I still have a bit. So hopefully, once this dries out completely, I will get this a bit smoother, especially these runs which I have, and just give it another lick of paint, or maybe I won't, whatever. Does look good. I need a sticker here, and this will be done. Cleaned off nicely. And now, finally time for the cage. As I mentioned, we went with the AST cage, which actually bolts in. It goes here, 3 bolts. But no, we went the other way. Everything is now welded in. So this is basically an AST cage. Until we get to the front. Right about here, because this is mandatory in Croatia, and while I could get the AST approval for the cage and then kind of be legal, but then it's about technician's decisions. He can say no, you need to have this, or he can say yes, your cage is valid, that's all good. But yeah, I didn't want to risk it. We have this, it's now even stronger. Also, this bar is from this year mandatory in Croatia, so we made this, and I talked about this. This was, well, my decision, not mandatory, but I really wanted this to connect to the front of the car. And also this, again, my decision, not mandatory, not a part of AST, but it will help. And then we come to this part. I wanted to do this myself, but, and we'll talk about them later, Rally Junkies, which did the roll cage install. Well, he made this for me, and it's 10,000 times nicer than I could ever do it. We also have 3 holes here, and I still need to disassemble this strut, but we will have adjustable camber, caster, and pillow bowl on top. So yeah, this should be our real freaking rally car. Now I do still want to do something myself, and that's, I'll see it when we put the gearbox in. I need to modify this still, but whatever. I want to have a triangulation to here. We'll build in a plate right here and then brace it from each side, so this is sturdy enough, and probably we'll build a brace for down here, which the some guard will connect to. So now that's the cage. It's freaking awesome. One thing, my seat mounting position is not good, but I couldn't do it. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's basically as close as it can get. Well, this one not so much, because I wanted that to be rotated a bit towards there, because handbrake will be here. So that's the reason, one of the reasons, but whatever. Again, it's not close to the middle as it should be, but I did found mounts for a narrow, with a narrower construction, so they don't bend outwards but inwards. And then we'll try and bring the seats for about 1.5 centimeters in boards, and then they will be in the middle and work well. And as for the cage, you can see the welds and everything. It's fucking awesome. The design of this is fucking awesome, because it gives me room for the steering wheel. Otherwise that would be not a good solution. But yeah, a very good install, really good upgrades. And not just that, big shout out to Rally Junkies, link down below, check them out. They specialize in suspension development, but also do cages and fabrication stuff in general. Here's the thing, guy is awesome. He gave me more than fair price, because this is my first race car. He gave me a big discount, basically did the front, the towers for free. Thank you very much for that. You're the man. And also, not just that, he gave me a bunch of very, very good advices. I mean, he's been in racing for more than a decade. I don't know how long. A lot. And knows all the stuff. Builds race cars for a living. And as I said, he's a great fabricator. So, once again, thank you very much for your help. Big shout out. As I said, Facebook and YouTube page, link down below. Now, for the AX. What's the plan now? Well, as I mentioned in the previous video, there is absolutely no way of getting this ready for the race I have, so we'll push that aside for a week until I finish that race, and I'm switching to that. But then we have some nice plans. I still need to finish the engine, which will be basically stock. I will just trim the head for 0.8 millimeters. This should give me a bump in compression ratio to about 11.3 to 11.5. With all these nice parts, I'm hoping for over 100 horsepower, should be enough. Stock gearbox for now, not for long. Next year, if we're good in racing, this puppy gets a sequential or a dog box. That's a must. And of course a freaking limited slip differential, because without it we will be struggling. But okay, for this year, it is what it is. I am planning on rear discs, and of course we have the paint, which will be crazy. But again, that's not coming for a few more weeks. Have you seen it? It's back home. It's becoming a real race car. We have some suspension, brake, engine work to be done, and hopefully the plan for this car right now is September. Either way, as I mentioned, in the next video we are doing the other race car. So make sure to subscribe, follow, share, like. You know how it goes. Whatever you can really helps the channel. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this content, and there's plenty more of this coming right up. As always, thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!